even those final year, maybe in the second semester, if God's willing, even one by one, they will be coming and sharing their personal testimony in Sunday morning worship service. Even when you are enrolled in the college, you need to write your personal testimony in a plain sheet of paper and have to attach with the subject form, with the admission form. That is what we require. Some people say, "Sir, we cannot write in English," and then no problem. Why don't you write in your own language, vernacular language? So testimony is something that we ourselves experience it. Now, when we talk about salvation, personal testimony, how we become saved. Something out of the experience that we have, we used to share it. So we have heard many testimony from our president when he preached, many experience he had, and then time to time he shared it. When some people share the experience that they have, sometimes though, yes, of course, they experience it. Out of the experience, they share it. The way how we listen it, more, so to say, it is nice to hear it, right? Out of the experience that they had, they share it. What God did in their life, they share it, they speak it out. And when they share their testimony, it is really interesting for the listener. Right? Because they know it, they experience it, and then they share it to the other people. There are some people, they share some, advertisement, you know it, right? Advertisement, if you watch it in the YouTube, time to time advertisement will come. Some of the celebrity, they advertise something, but we know that they are advertising something, but we know in deep down that something that they advertise, they are not very familiar about that. Some of the model, they advertise it maybe cell phone mobile, the electronic. There is screen and then they advertise it where people are able to buy it, but we know that they don't have any idea about those electronic or the inside of the electronic, the cell phone. But as I say, when we say the testimony is true and real, and it is more interesting when someone says their personal testimony. So if we look at the Psalms that we read this morning, Psalm number 37, verse 25 is also testimony. This is also a testimony. Whose testimony is this? Let's look at again. Verse number 25, Psalm 37, verse number 25 is, none other than this is the testimony of David. The testimony of David, and then yes, he is a young shepherd taking care of his sheep. Many of us know about all the lives of this David. His beginning was very simple, right? He was a young guy, he is a shepherd boy, and then tending the sheep. And then, looking after his father's sheep, living outside of the city. Even when God going to anoint him, he was not there in his father's house, right? He was there tending the flock. So the testimony of David, first of all, he was a shepherd. David was a shepherd, a young guy shepherd. From there he realized and know that who really God is. As a shepherd, lion do come. He just kill it. With the weapon that they have was very simple, right? The sling may be in his hand. Even the bear do come and then he subdue it, he kill it, and then he protect the sheep that he is looking after. Those wolves, whenever they come, he can defeat it. If we look at that, may not be the strength, right? There was someone who helped him in the time of his need. Oh, David experienced that, yes, he did that. God helped him that. As a shepherd, he is looking after very well his sheep. Oh, the testimony of David. How can he share such a wonderful testimony? Because he experienced right beginning from his life. As a shepherd, he experienced that God was with him. God was with him that he can defeat all the wild animals. And then after David a shepherd, God anointed him, and then David as a soldier, he was also a soldier. Oh, many times he was in the battle. Many times he was in the battle with the Philistine. And then at the first time that he entered into the military, what happened was that he faced Goliath, right? The giant of the Philistine. All the Israelite army, they scared of him. He was such a big guy. And then he shouted and challenging the Israelite people. Nobody was there to stand against this giant person. Philistine giant. And then the young guy, David do come. What was happened? We know it, right? He killed that great warrior of Philistine. We know that even the weapon that he used, there in the place where he used to keep the flock, the sling, and all the simple weapon, with that he killed. So David also realized that God was with him. Not by his strength, not by his might, by the strength of God, he can kill it. Oh, the giant of the Philistine. David the soldier, how God led through all the battle that he experienced. Oh, from his shepherd that, being a shepherd, he know that God was with him. Being with the soldier, he experienced that God was with him. And another experience that he had was that David the king, he was there in the kingship. On the other day, we went to the training there. Even we gone through the life of David. David may not realize it when God anointed him to be the king. No education, no nothing. But God trained him as one of the great king of the Israelites. Alright, here, David is a king. David as a king, he could handle the nations of Israelites very well. He could handle the nations of Israel very well. Shepherd to the king. As I said, it is very low. The beginning was very low. And then even the shepherd, those who are tending the sheep, from the eyes of the Egypt, they are very low. When they enter into the Egypt, they are given to the separate place where they can rear sheep. So that is the family background of David. But God anointed him to be king, and then we know that he was one of the greatest in Israel. He experienced that God was with him in the throne that he sat, in the kingship. While he, doing the king, he experienced that God was with him. God led him. And then David the singer, sing about all the psalms even this morning we read. God did miraculous thing in his life, and then he wrote down, and then he put in a song. Psalm is a songbook as we know it, right? So this is most of the things of the testimony of David. He wrote down, and then we sing it, we read it out today. David as a singer, God gave him a song and he put down, he penned it down. Till today we are singing, we are reading. So this morning, yes, the one who shared testimony, as we read, Psalm number 37, verse number 25 is the testimony of David. What experience did he have with God? As we just mentioned that, David as a shepherd, David as a soldier, as a king, as a singer, even as a sinner, God, he did see in all of that, he realized and know that all the stages of in his life, God was there. Oh, God will never leave him. God will never forsake him. That is the experience of David. And then what did he say? Oh, what did he say? I have been young and now I am old. But I never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seeds begging bread. Out of all his experience, he may be thinking back about his past life. Once I was a shepherd, I was a soldier, I was a king. And then when he said he's becoming old now, and then out of all his experience there, I have been young, now I'm old. But I never seen the righteous forsaken. Out of all his experience, he said that God is faithful. He is faithful in my life. All the stages of in my life is faithful. God never leave me. God never forsake me. That is the testimony that he said. Oh, he did not say that I never seen the righteous go trouble. Or he did not say that I never seen God's people suffer sorrow or affliction. Oh, in the midst of those sorrow, David know that God was with him. Oh, David, she experienced many things. He said he know great deal about sorrow, affliction, tear, trials. He did see God punish him. Even he cannot stay in his house. His son trying to kill him. Even he was anointed to be the king of the Israelite. He had to run away from the nations of Israelites, the territory. He had to run away to other places. He cried. How many times did he have sorrow? How many times did he cry unto the Lord? Oh, but what he said is that, he cried, he shed his tear, had a broken family, and all that he said, God did not leave me. God was with me out of all the stages of my life. When I was in tear, when I was in broken down, God was with me. So that is the experience of David. So this morning, can we claim ourselves like David? Can we also say that God never forsake the righteous? First of all, who is a righteous person? The believers are the righteous person. Saints. We also can say that because of the death of Jesus Christ, we the believer are called the righteous person. We are the children of God. We are the people loved by God. So this morning, yes, we also can claim like David that God is with me. God never leave me. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5, I will never leave you nor forsake you alone. I will never leave you. In the New Testament, after the time was gone, Hebrews 13:5, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even Matthew 28, verse number 20, I am with you always. Lo, I am with you always, even at the end of the age. At the end of the age. So I think we can trust God, right? The promise of God is there. You are there in the Bible collects. You may not have experienced so many experiences like David. I may not have experienced like David. But we can claim like David that God will not forsake you. God is always with me in all the stages of our life. Let us not worry about that. Sometimes we may down with some trouble. Sometimes we may shed tears. But remember that the promise of God is there. God said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you alone. So this morning, yes, we talked about the testimony of David. Yes, his testimony is trustworthy. God never leave or God never forsake his people. We are the children of the living God. Let us ask God. Let us claim ourselves like David. Let us make sure, realize that, yes, God is with me. God is the one who brought here in this institution. Sometimes we may face, all sort of, some unwanted things in my life, but do not forget that God is always with you. God will never leave you nor forsake you. Well, that is what I just want to say this morning. So may God add His blessing unto the sharing of His holy words. Amen. Well, we will